Poyana, Monday, September 28, 1964. The Lady of Light, Georgina. In the name of the living God, in the name of truth, Lady of Light, Georgina, Miriam Maria, Philip and Seraphia, we beg you, come among us. We await you. After the third invocation, Veronica, Philip and Seraphia have arrived. George, welcome, our beloved friends. After what took place last Sunday, we have called you so that you too may be present at the meeting we desired with Georgina, the Lady of Light, in order to clarify our uncertainties, especially for Veronica. We also called Georgina and Miriam Maria so that Veronica might become convinced of the superiority of the one who truly sheltered, cared for, and lovingly supported the childhood of our great teacher. Silence. George, why do they not speak? Veronica. Both Philip and Seraphia stand with open hands, gazing over there. They seem to be waiting for their arrival. Now they can be seen. Georgina, a true empress, and behind her comes Miriam, the one from last Sunday. Philip and Seraphia stand with bowed heads. She is clothed in dazzling white. George, joy and enthusiasm have come with you, most radiant lady. I honor you for your beauty, for your nobility, for the harmony that at this moment fills our hearts. Be welcome among us. I have always felt love and reverence for you. We loved you even before knowing much about your person, or rather we loved your image, the image of love, warmth, purity, and mercy, the one to whom we appealed amid the harshness of this life and the misery of this jagged, confused earth. We sensed you long before understanding you. Only 2 years ago did we begin to understand your outline and meaning, after learning your true name, Georgina. Since then we longed to meet you, so that through you we might show humanity the truth. Too many legends, too many myths, too many falsifications surround your name. Human fantasies, honest or otherwise, have drifted far away from what truly belongs to you. Knowing our intentions and controversies, we thank you for answering our call. And the invisible proof of our joy lies in the waves radiating from your being, splendors from the higher worlds of light. We desired your coming long ago, but Veronica was not yet prepared to know you. Only after the great teacher himself gave testimony concerning you did we dare to call upon you. We wished Veronica to know whether it was truly you who appeared in her visions. Georgina, how many times have you seen me? Veronica, I no longer know. I no longer know whether it was you I saw or someone else. Georgina, do you know Miriam Maria? Veronica, I do. She is the lady who spoke to me last Sunday, saying she was the mother of Jesus, the mother of us all, the mother toward whom humanity strives. The one we call upon for help. And because she came in your name, perhaps she came other times in your name as well. I no longer know how many times it was truly you I saw. Georgina, I shall tell you. I will speak slowly so that your beloved may write. Do not think I do not know all that has happened. I know everything, from the moment I sighed and wept in your chamber while your poor mother lived her final moments. I did not sigh for your mother. I sighed for you. It was I who loved you and came because I knew what awaited you. Through my sigh I gave you warmth, love, strength, and you overcame. It was I. Do not think of the first envelopment, when you were going to school. That was not I. It was only a kind of spiritual bath that embraced you, strengthened you, and prepared you for what would come later. You had to struggle and overcome the trials of earthly life, and had you not worn the garment of grace upon you, you could never have endured so much in childhood. That is why I loved you all the more. It is true, I am that most blessed one chosen among women to carry in my arms the sun, the fire, the light of all things, the ocean of joy, the great ocean that drowns all enemies of light. I came to you 12 times. The last was when you saw me clothed in that blue robe adorned with golden stars, and wearing the crown you marveled at so deeply within yourself. Veronica. Yes, it was in the summer of 1955. I was being interrogated at the ministry. After you departed, such a powerful fragrance remained that the guards tore apart the entire cell, searching for what they thought was a bottle of perfume. But there was nothing to find. It was the fragrance of your beauty, which even those guarding me could sense. Georgina, and how many other times did you see me? Veronica, I cannot remember any more. You know very well I saw you many times, but I neither wrote about it nor told anyone. Georgina, then I shall tell you. In total you saw me 43 times. Do you know who it was? Look, here she is, Maria, through whose name I am glorified upon earth. Maria, sweet name, precious name, food for the luminous ones, name of joy and strength for those who hurry to help you. Maria, who merges with me, who has the right to appear in my name. Maria, who now stands bowed behind me, is held in extraordinary honor among the people of the Golden City. She continually comes among you, while I present myself under her name whenever you cry out to me. Maria, how often that name is called by the people of earth, and she, Maria, has full power from the Son of the Father to answer. She is united with me, and with the great teacher as well, one in love, obedience, and zeal for those upon earth. That is why her name is spoken by earthly people, and through her I send my grace and my motherly love. I do not remain far from you, you who suffer upon this earth. I am never far away. In the blink of an eye, I am beside you. And you may be within me through the effort of lifting your hearts and minds toward the city of the blessed. You did not reach it during your journey a few days ago. Philip and Seraphia did not dare take you there, because if they had brought you there, you would never have escaped from the hands of those who, upon seeing someone freed from earth, no longer allow them to return. Not many enter there. Had they taken you there, amen with you. Do not take her there. George, where is the Golden City located in space? Georgina, the Golden City is near the Father of Lights, where even we do not dare enter. George, truly what you say corresponds with what we had heard from other spirits. We were told that indeed your place is there. I wish to know whether the places seen by Veronica were in Uran. Georgina, no, before Uran there exist other layers which we call heavens. Those your daughter saw are the layers where the people of earth dwell after death. They are joyful and content where they are, because it is far better than earth. Yet each still awaits a decision. Each possesses only what he himself has acquired. Grace, merciful grace, may still be given even after someone has left earth, but only if among that person's family remain individuals who surpass ordinary human effort through goodness toward others and love for God. Their zeal for goodness rises like a flood toward the paternal throne, and by divine command, souls are lifted from one layer to another, from one happiness into a greater happiness. George, when you say layers, do you mean planets? Georgina, no, on some of the planets you know, life exists. George, then there are cycles of reincarnation and bodily life? Georgina, yes, and between these there are other layers. For example, between the planet Venus and the Golden City, there exist 2 additional layers. For example, between the planet Venus and the Golden City, there exist 2 additional layers. We call them strata. Those who descend from these planets to Earth, we say come to reincarnate in order to activate the great baggage accumulated through ages. My eyes penetrate all these layers, and I love Earth and everything upon it so deeply that whenever the Heavenly Father decides upon punishment for those on earth, I descend from my throne and kneel before his great throne, before the Father of Lights, before the unfathomable and immeasurable powers, and with bowed head I beg him to pour down mercy and forgiveness. Poyana, Monday, September 28, 1964. In my name, the one who most often comes among you is Maria, who continually brings me the fragrance of the tears of the sorrowful and afflicted, those who cry out with pure hearts to me, to Maria. I came because I love you. Be strong, for you shall have troubles. Do not be afraid, especially you, my daughter, who from early childhood have already endured so much. Be strong, so that you may overcome and reach the place you are meant to reach. Do not doubt any more. I am with you, and where I am, there also is the one whom I carried in my arms. You love me greatly. I know that you love me, and this love shall give you things you cannot yet imagine. The love people pour out toward me is redeemed at a precious cost, and through my love I save them from every abyss. You have poured love toward me. Love you shall receive from me, and so shall all who do as you do. Your love, inseparable from me, shall guide you safely through the storm of earthly sorrows. You, being human, cannot overcome the troubles brought upon you by others, and so you revolt and grieve. But when you awaken, when the spring of love toward me bursts forth from within you, then you rise with heart and mind toward the golden city, and there are moments when you long to leave the body altogether. All of you are alike who seek to reach us with your minds and hearts. Veronica, my lady, many times I wished to leave this body, even though I neither knew nor know where I would go, but trusting in your love, we run toward the throne of your mercy. Georgina, you shall not leave the body, because you still must work upon earth. You will accomplish things on earth that neither now nor before have you understood. You shall receive the messengers of my Son, who will prepare your road and your place of labor, and through effort you shall leave joy to those who come after you. You shall overcome the layers through which you pass, and later regret only that you did not do more. Know this, for every human being a place of work has been assigned. It remains to be seen whether he completes it or abandons it halfway through, out of laziness, discouragement, or the avalanche of earthly people who seek to drown the effort of your labor so that you may not rise higher than they. We wish to assure you, we shall never abandon you. Whenever you fall, rise again with heart and thought directed toward us, and we shall support you. George, most radiant lady, I came beside Veronica as someone different from the man she believed me to be. I came because I possessed certainties that made me realize a road was opening before me, a road for which I committed myself wholly and forever. It has now been more than 4 months since I have been with Veronica. For over 4 months, I have tried to prove to her the authenticity of my path, one tending toward a new philosophical scientific synthesis, beyond confessions and beyond nations. And I confess sadly that I still have not succeeded in persuading her to dedicate herself fully to these new perspectives. Now, in your presence, knowing my intentions, aspirations, and the things for which I struggle, speak in the name of truth. Is the road I walk true or not? Do her doubts and fears have any foundation? Georgina, everything you have spoken of I know very well. You live through her and she through you. Your union, your closeness, is merely a form. You are one, and through your merging into one being, you rise into spheres you have never before penetrated, spheres whose names you yourselves still do not know. The path you have chosen is indeed right and good, but difficult. Her doubts should not trouble you. From friction comes polish. What pains you arises from her suffering, because she has suffered too greatly, not because she lacks faith in you. George, I do not ask her to believe in me personally, but in the authenticity of the philosophical synthesis itself, toward which she still hesitates. Georgina, her hesitation comes because she feels she could not endure another trial. Yet her strength would be so small were it not for us supporting her. Therefore, walk forward with confident steps, and from this moment onward, no more looking backward, lest you stumble. George, one more clarification, most radiant lady, again concerning confessional matters. Will orthodoxy be the one to triumph, or? Georgina, there shall be one flock and one shepherd. After much labor and much effort, few shall remain outside it, and even they shall not be separated from us. Those who remain outside that flock are simply those who wish to preserve their customs and the things they believe in. But if their belief is pure, then through their pure intentions, they too shall reach us. Yes, go forward, my daughter, with firm steps, and do not look back any more. In the Golden City, no one speaks of orthodoxy or Catholicism or any other division. In the Golden City, there is only great joy over souls who arrive there through pure intentions. It is humans who create names, quarrel, and hate one another unto death, not realizing that all strive toward the same place, where all those names and forms fall away, the very forms over which you stumble here below. And when you arrive beyond, you regret them. In the Golden City, however, there does exist a perfect hierarchy and discipline, one you cannot perceive here upon earth. It exists everywhere and throughout all the layers. No one issues commands, and yet no one can step from one place into another improperly. It is the discipline of the laws governing the hierarchy of the layers, which determines each being's place automatically, without the need for orders from anyone. George, we would ask you something else now. Georgina, you wish to know how I received the great teacher before whom I bowed until the final moment of our separation. This event is far too immense even for me to explain. I myself never fully understood what occurred, because I was enveloped in overwhelming joy. At one moment I had him here, The next, I felt I no longer had him. Not because I lacked care for him, but because I knew he was not truly from my hand. I received strength from him so that I might be worthy to endure his nearness. Otherwise he would have melted me away. Had he not granted me strength and power, I could never have held him in my arms. The lips with which I kissed him countless times would themselves have been consumed had I not possessed radiations bestowed from his divine substance. Rejoice, my beloved ones. I know these things correspond to your expectations, and whenever I remember the joys I once knew, I become young again, though among us years are not counted, because joy remains perpetual. Jesus descended in Alexandria. All the things written by earthly men, let me now tell you how matters truly stand. Some wrote with pure intentions, wishing to glorify me excessively, though there was no need. Others wrote in order to conceal my light. Still others sought to slander me. But none of them touched me, because truth is one. All these things were left to human freedom and human choice, without intervention from the great Master, whom even I cannot fully present to humanity. For though I am one from the golden city, even I cannot penetrate with my thought into the great mysteries of the laws of the great governor who rules the entire universe. George, someone once said that our Father will soon act through unimaginable methods, so that the absolute power of the laws may finally be established throughout the universe. Georgina, well spoken, for there can be no harmony upon earth until the laws of harmony govern the whole earth absolutely. When I received my transformation through the great teacher Jesus, I no longer saw poverty or wealth around me. My entire concern was only that I should not lose the child in whom I believed so deeply and through whom I saw so much. People say I had other children besides him, but truly I did not even possess him. George, was there beside you that old Joseph? No, there were many attached to me, women and men alike, drawn by the unseen and incomprehensible force of the child, who outwardly appeared only as a child before them. They loved me, received me, supported me in life, completed me, so much so that I hardly knew how the years passed. Does a harder period still await us, like the one we already endured? Georgina, earth shall yet receive suffering. Out of greed people invent every kind of evil, each trying to outdo the other in cleverness, but their cleverness shall become their destruction. I speak of earth in general, not of you personally. You must understand, whatever is good must remain hidden, lest others covet it once they know of it. You cannot be understood all at once. Keep secret what you possess, and be yourselves a mystery. Step before humanity only according to the proper moment, according to what the moment itself requires. Make no plans, because directives come from above. You work, move forward, and your journey shall be blessed. George, what do you mean by bow? Do you make the sign of the cross, prostrations and bows as we do? Georgina, we simply incline our heads, nothing more. The cross you earthly people make, honor and venerate, is, of course, no mistake. It is an act of reverence through which many seek to reach the golden city. When one reaches the throne, one bows, but how few arrive there. You bowed trembling, not out of fear, but out of reverence. George, has there ever been an earthly person who approached the throne of the Father? Georgina, there have been some, but only with their thought. George, most venerable lady, I now understand the extraordinary position you held when our teacher Christ ascended, choosing you, for the nobility, beauty, and light of your being, to support his childhood. Surely, being at the center of those overwhelming events, you experienced them differently from those around you. I mean your close companions, who observed and recorded what happened, without knowing the overwhelming spiritual intensity that you yourself knew. Georgina, you mean that others, standing outside, could observe more clearly than I what was happening even to me. George, I say this because 2 years ago I listened to one of the priests from Alexandria, speaking about the incarnation of Christ so beautifully, that I wished to ask him to return and speak again, so that I might write everything down. Georgina, I have not heard of him. I do not remember him. George, but Archonimus, the great priest of Egypt? Georgina, that name I know. George, and Irenaeus, the medium of the temple, yes, I know her. Let this Callimnus you speak of appear before us, so that I may see and hear him. Georgina, let Callimnus come. Veronica, her tone is commanding. It is the same one from that evening, the one who left angrily. Georgina, speak what you know about me. What do you know? What was your true name when you were a priest? Callimnus, most radiant lady, out of reverence for your light, I bow before and worship your light. Veronica, so much reverence is visible in all his movements. Callimnus, I loved you. I loved your calling. I loved your elevation. I loved your worthiness. I loved the power you received. I loved your goodness. I loved your beauty. You were enveloped in light, wrapped and merged in a superhuman love, while from afar I watched you and rejoiced in you. My name is Callimnus. You do not know me. There were too many of us, too many around you. How many admirers you had, and how many mockers as well. You know that some, out of misguided zeal, sought to alter you, so that the beauty of your purity might not remain untouched. How greatly I loved you, how closely I watched you, and even now, I still love you. Georgina, did you ever reach me? Callimnus, when you were in the Golden City, or when you were with the child? Georgina, both then and now. Tell me. Callimnus, Our Lady, you know well that we all have various missions, and through centuries upon centuries, we depart, transform, and wander. And a single glance from you upon us is enough. Your gaze embraces everything, because you were ordained to receive unimaginable power, a power no one among the families of those who touched earth has ever received. My beloved George told my beloved Veronica that I spoke beautifully about you, Our Lady. Who could speak of the light, the joy of the heavenly layers, and of all the planets, except with goodness? These two here, there is no need for me to speak of them to you. You know them. You know how deeply they have loved and still love you. Nor need I ask you to strengthen them with your gaze. You already know the road of their labor. I wish only to see them at the end of their journey. And when they arrive, we too shall have double joy, for we have made contact with them. Therefore, my good friends Philip and Seraphia, I bow before you and rejoice in you. We and you alike were appointed to help them, to show them the way, to guide their steps. May the Lady of Light simply bless us. Georgina, very well, Callimnus, I rejoice in your love. Remain close to them, and come whenever they call you. Callimnus, before the Lady of Light, I have no more words. I ask permission to withdraw and offer my greetings. George, Our Lady, I love this priest and wish for him to communicate to us all he knows about you and about the circumstances of the descent of our great teacher and his life. The last time he came to us, it seemed to me that he held back certain things. If there is anything he was ordered not to reveal, release him from that restriction, so that he may hide nothing from us. Georgina, Callimnus, I command you, as a friend, as a mother, as a Lady of Light, however you wish to call me, that whenever they summon you, you shall tell them everything you know and answer whatever they ask, for the good progress of the road they have begun. Now go. George, one small explanation, if you permit. Callimnus, why did you leave so angrily that evening, when we wished to hear you? Veronica. Callimnus looks toward Georgina, as though waiting for her permission before answering. Georgina. Tell him you left upset, because Veronica did not believe in you or in your testimony. George. We assure him now that he shall be received with all due attention and trust. Veronica. Callimnus bowed once more and departed. George, most radiant lady, thanking you for the honor of descending among us, we ask you to bless us, sustain us, and kindle ever more strongly in our hearts the desire to complete the work we have begun. Turn your gaze toward us, and do not allow us to fall into error. Strengthen our powers so that we may overcome the weakness of this heavy body. Be our guide through your light, so that we may triumph, and so that truth and the laws of harmony may come to reign perfectly upon this earth. Georgina, may your cry be heard and fulfilled. I, in the name of the lights of the Golden City, in the name of the great teacher, bless you and promise that I shall help you, shelter you, and support you. And now, let us go. Veronica.